Wednesday, which means it's time for Title Pie. And as the playoffs heat up and teams scramble for the recipe for sweet success, we've baked another edition of the most delicious segment in all of sports, Title Pie. The larger the slice, the better chance you have at tasting the title. Thus, the title, Title Pie.
Who's
Take
mad?
it away.
What are you mad? Because I got
It's so biased. Title Pie is so biased.
Okay, that's it.
All right, you're mad on the
intro. Brew, you might be pleasantly surprised with this Title Pie. 16 teams came into the NBA playoffs. 15 are still alive, but 15 do not make Title Pie. Here is who is off the pie. Memphis and the Clippers, newly off the pie. The Nets and the Timberwolves and the Hawks, off the pie. What, are you upset that your beloved Clippers and Nets?
You've seen the light.
What?
You have seen the light.
Because the Warriors are on the pie?
Okay. They're on there.
Okay.
They
weren't
on there a week ago.
They were not on there a week ago. A week ago, De'Aaron Fox had all 10 of his digits. 1%ers, just one team, the Cavs. This is a shocking playoff debacle. They're getting outfoxed by Tom Thibodeau in the year of our Lord 2023. That's not supposed to happen, guys. Donovan Mitchell,
coach.
In 2020 and 2021 postseason, had 7 35-point games, averaged 34 a game, 46% from three. Donovan, the last two postseasons, 24 points per game, 1 35-point game, pardon me, and 25% from three. Not great.
Not
4%, great. Miami, Spo,
4%.
Jimmy, Pat Riley, Heat culture. Now, do I think they can win 4 rounds? I don't. Am I even convinced they're winning this round? I'm not. But I have massive respect for what they're doing and all the love in the world for Jimmy Butler and Eric Spoelstra. Some of us tried to tell you guys all year they were a dangerous playoff team. 5%, quiet. 5%.
That's too much.
The Knicks. Look at the Knicks. Now, this is a team that I was not respecting at all year.
Very fond of them.
I was not fond of them. The fact that they are doing this with Julius Randle going full playoff Julius, which is the opposite of playoff Jimmy, is unbelievable. And if you're a Knicks fan, the fact that R.J. Barrett has played the way he's played the last 3 games, all of a sudden, Zion, Ja, RJ, did the Knicks get the best player?
Wow, what a take.
Hey, what a take.
I'm not saying it. I'm not saying it, but I'm happy for the people of New York. All right, 7%. Awards. It's just so gross that it's just Harrison Barnes jump shot, De'Aaron Fox broken finger, all these things this close to us being able to turn the page, but instead they have just a bit of life. Now, do I believe in them? I do not. But can I totally dismiss them now that they are the other team's best player for the 5th time in 8 postseasons, has suffered a major injury facing them? I can't. So because of that, they're on the pie, Brew.
It's hard for me to even enjoy that piece of pie.
I know.
You just shot down everything.
What do you mean?
Last week you're up here praising Steph.
Yeah.
Why not give another motivational speech to Steph?
Well,
that's what you should have done. Welcome to Title Pie. I think you can do it, Steph. You've been playing phenomenally. Andrew Wiggins is only going to get better. You got versatility now. Do we start Draymond? Do we bring him off the bench? We can do both. They're alive. They're here. Enjoy it. It's one of the most exciting players in the NBA history. He's gonna keep playing.
I love Steph. This is not the Bud list. Save your Tony Robbins impersonation for Thursdays at 4 o'clock. 7% also. Sacramento Kings. The only issue for them is, of course, the De'Aaron Fox injury. Wilds pulled me into his office today and said, Nick, I think you're too scared about the De'Aaron Fox injury. You need to get it together. And I said, Wilds, you have no idea how much money I bet on the Sacramento Kings to win this series. You don't understand what I'm going through. I need to see Fox play. I need him to be healthy.
Oh, that's
8%er, the Nuggets. Flat from last week. I'm not going to hold that loss against them. Sweeping a team is hard. You've got to be a true championship contender to sweep a team in these NBA playoffs. More on that in a moment. Jokic has been great. They're going to get rest. They're going to finish the series off this evening, and then they have a real war on their hands in the next round with these guys. Their slice of the pie is down, Brew.
Wow.
Phoenix. I don't feel good about anything with them right now, except for Kevin Durant and Devin Booker, who are both averaging 44 minutes per game. They are dead last in the NBA playoffs in bench scoring. They only trust really 5 guys. I know you don't need to play 9, but you got to play more than 5. Monty Williams knows what he's doing and doesn't think they can. That's concerning. This is the lowest this next team's been all year. They started the pie with the biggest slice.
Oh gosh.
It's Milwaukee.
Wow.
They were the early pie favorites. You can't lose that game yesterday. I know you're on the road, but you're up 12 halfway through the fourth quarter. You had a 2-point lead with 90 seconds left. You have Giannis. It's almost a must win. And you lost that game. I'm not writing them off, but this is the least optimistic I've been about the Bucks all season long, right now, this moment.
Yep.
Double digit, guys. 16 percenters. Philly.
Really?
Already in round 2. It's nice, you know? The round 2 real estate. They're all by themselves. It's like this beautiful beachfront. No one else has bought a house yet. You assume people will, but yet nobody has. The Embiid injury, we're now hearing it's an LCL sprain, but they think he's going to be ready for game 1, so that is good. Harden's injury is a little concerning, but Tyrese Maxey all of a sudden looks like he can be the second best player on that team, and Harden can slide into third. They also, much like LeVar Ball in these playoffs, have never lost. Also at 16%.
I like that reference.
Boston. Shout out Derek White. He's been spectacular. Tatum has been Tatum. And Jaylen Brown, when his hand isn't ripping open from picking up a broken vase. Gotcha, Jaylen. He's been very, very good. This team is excellent. Some smart people and Chris Broussard picked them to go to the finals. I get it. And then flat at 20%, the Lakers. I'll be honest, I'm not overwhelmed by how they looked yesterday. In fact, I didn't think they looked great, but they did look great in Game 3. I think Staples or Crypt could be a real home court advantage for them this year. And the fact that they're up 3-1 as the 7 seed over the 2, and they are 13-3 since the trade deadline in games LeBron has played, makes them the favorite in what I think is the easier path in the Western Conference. There's Title Pie Brew.
I don't hate the Lakers. Obviously, the path is not easy. They're going to get Golden State in the next round. Okay. My beef is Philly.
Why?
First of all, didn't Doc Rivers throw out 50%? Now, I know he's just gamesmanship, but he said Joel Embiid's 50% to play in the next to start the
not
next
that
round.
He's at 50%, but that was 50%.
And I don't believe Doc. I think this is some gamesmanship, but still, my issue is this, Nick. And for them to win the East, let alone the whole thing, James Harden's got to be superb. Now, Embiid's going to do his thing, assuming he's healthy. He'll be great. Maxey's a good, probably third guy. Harden has got to be great. Not Houston James Harden, but Brooklyn when he first got there, James Harden. And he's been anything but. What's he shooting in this series? 34%? Now, whether it's injury, whether it's the playoff James striking again, whatever it might be, Nick, in his 4 games against Brooklyn, he only shot even 40% one time. He was below 40 in the other 3 games. I'm concerned about Harden.
I understand that, but I also think Philly, oddly. So a lot of the Boston was up 2-0, played a desperate Atlanta team, and lost that game 3. Philly was in the exact same spot, found a way to win, and I feel like people then didn't give them credit for it, and then they won Game 4 without Joel Embiid. But I know those are kind of feelings. Brew's a facts guy. I've got a graphic that I think will sway you on Philly that I'd like to show you quickly. Here's why. This is some deep dive. Teams who have advanced, teams who have not. There's Philadelphia,
time on that.
And then there's everybody else. Right now, there's one team that's advanced and one team that hasn't lost, and it happened to be the team that I said was going to win the East, so I think it should matter. Kevin Wildes, go right ahead.
Okay, so this is how the segment has traditionally worked.
Yeah.
I'm unsatisfied with the Bucks slice. They have the best player. They were the number 1 seed.
Yeah.
And I open up the pie, and I show this is what the slice really is. And I have a little bite, and everyone guffaws. Oh, Wildes, America's sweetheart. We go to break.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm sick to my stomach from what I've been seeing. So now, where am I going to the gym? Here, this is playoff Jimmy, okay? Playoff Jimmy is shooting 63% from the field, bro. Playoff Jimmy is shooting 53% from 3.
Yeah.
So a little story, Coach Bud. I need you to do a little bit of homework before the game. When's the game? Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Before tomorrow's game. Go back and watch 2003. The Magic are up 3-1 on the #1 seeded Pistons. The Magic had one guy, Tracy McGrady, and 4 other guys not totally dissimilar to Duncan Robinson. The Pistons had a nice balanced team, and next thing you know, they started spreading the scoring around. Chauncey scored 40, I think, in Game 6, and they advanced. Guard Jimmy Butler, these numbers are absurd. Maybe double him. No one else on the team can score. The one other guy can score is injured, named Tyler Hero. So small slice for the Bucks, but getting bigger.
Okay, so a week ago, Wilds wanted the Bucks to have 62.5% of the pie.
Yeah.
2 weeks before that, he brought in a live reindeer after they lost by 41 points and thought that was going to be a good idea.
Yeah.
And this is what I have to tell you. I understand you are lashing out at Mike Budenholzer.
Yep.
If the Bucks end up losing in round 1,
I'll see you later.
well, you talking to yourself or to Bud? Because it will be the curse of Wilds. It will be the curse of the reindeer. The Bucks were high flying, doing great. Then you pre-booked a reindeer before they played Boston. Since then, it's been nothing but hell for them. They got beat by 40. Giannis got hurt. They lost that game. It's all been since you got you were like, oh, Nick pre-booked trumpets for the prince that was promised. I'm booking a live animal before they won a game.
Yeah, beat the Sixers, though, and the bounce.
Okay, all right. How's that working out for you?
Well, Sixers advance.
Okay.
In any event, that's title pie. Hey, Coach Bud, there's one guy on the team. He's doing all the scoring. The Lakers blow a 3-1 lead. They're not going to.
Jimmy's doing all the scoring?